Hey you guys, it's Shemaine here and welcome back to my channel here at Cake Up and Curls. So I'm going to be coming to you guys with a video regarding the cost and my IUI. So I did get a couple of questions asking how much did my IUI cost on both my YouTube and in my DMs. So I wanted to do a separate dedicated video to that, just kind of going over some of the costs that I had. And so if you guys want to hear a little bit more about that, make sure you keep on watching. If you guys are not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you guys already are subscribing and returning for yet another video, I appreciate it. And let's get right into this video. So I just want to make it a point to say that when you are going to any type of facility, facilities and physicians have their own pricing and their own set rates. So they may vary a little bit depending on each facility and physician's rates. So I just want to make that known and throw that out there first before I get into some of the prices for my facility. Like I said, these prices that I'm going to give you as far as what I paid for and what my insurance company covers is just going to be more of an estimate on how much the IUI process did cost, because again, it can vary. So just to start off, my insurance company covers up to $6,000 for infertility a year. So I hadn't really scratched the surface very much with doing like infertility treatments until like my first IUI. So I want you to consider that when you are looking for a fertility clinic of any kind, that it's not just the insemination that you're going to be paying out of pocket for. There are definitely other visits prior to getting ready for your insemination that you have to possibly pay out of pocket for if you're not going to be going through your insurance. So as we already know, insurance companies are so different. So my insurance company, there might be some insurance company that just doesn't cover it, and just like my insurance company, they have like a limitation yearly, and some insurance companies obviously do cover like so many IUIs before going to IVF. So obviously insurance varies so much, but for the ones that are going to be paying out of pocket, I want you to consider the first thing that you're going to do beginning your IUI process is obviously have an office consult with a doctor. My doctor's office was nice enough to give me this sheet, and this sheet has a list of billing codes or CPT codes along with their rates and then the procedures over here. So I thought that was really nice because before I started to kind of get the insurance rolling on it, they kind of gave me an idea of how much they are going to be charging my insurance and all of that. So I really like that they gave me this sheet of paper just to kind of govern how much I would be spending out of pocket if I was. So when you are going to start your process for IUI, you are going to have a series of ultrasounds done. So if you're not familiar, you're going to have a baseline ultrasound, and then you're going to have a subsequent ultrasound, which is just a follow-up ultrasound. And the baseline ultrasound that is typically done at the beginning of your cycle, within like 5 to 6 days from like cycle day 1, just so they can kind of go in there, and it is a transvaginal ultrasound, so they will essentially just go in there and check out everything from the inside to see what your body is doing pretty much at the beginning of your cycle. And then that subsequent ultrasound is a follow-up either the week that you're supposed to be ovulating, not necessarily the week, but a little bit before the week, so that they can kind of get you started on scheduling your trigger and scheduling your IUI depending on how things go. So as far as cost for the baseline ultrasound, you are typically going to be billed both an office visit and the baseline ultrasound charge. And for my doctor's charges, that was $389. So my insurance company does cover ultrasounds and office visits, of course, as long as they're in network. So I only had to pay $40 out of pocket for my copay. But again, if you are not going to be going through insurance, then you are going to be looking at in the $400 range for both that office visit and that baseline ultrasound. So after that, as stated before, you will have a follow-up ultrasound just to see how your follicles are growing. If it is a medicated cycle, whatever the case may be, just to check and see how things are going inside that second time around. And that is going to be your subsequent ultrasound. They're always going to charge you for an office visit because obviously you're going into the office along with that ultrasound, and that visit is $290 for my facility. So just to give you an idea so far of what you're looking at out of pocket for both the baseline ultrasound and the subsequent ultrasound is about $500 to $600. And then once your ultrasound, your second follow-up ultrasound goes well, hopefully you will be scheduled to do a trigger shot if you are going to be doing a medicated cycle, and then your IUI is typically scheduled about 24 to 36 hours after your trigger shot. Insemination, if you are going to be doing donor sperm, or if you have a husband that is going to be doing an analysis, they are going to wash the sperm every IUI just to do that analysis. So that is going to be billed to you as well. Some insurance companies are much different, but just as an idea of how much your IUI is going to cost, that procedure was $381 for the day of my IUI. So we did determine that for my insurance, that my insurance actually does cover the insemination. Unfortunately, my insurance company does not cover the actual semen analysis. Therefore, that is going to be a non-covered code. So I did have to pay that out of pocket, and that was $196 out of the $381. Again, if you are going to be paying out of pocket, it would be around the $300 to $400 range. So I promised that I was going to keep this pretty quick with this video. A total price of the IUI with your ultrasounds included is going to be about $1,000. And I'm saying about, like I said, because prices do vary depending on where you're going and where you're at. So for me, once I added everything up, obviously, if my insurance company did not cover anything, then I would be paying out of pocket about $1,000 each round of IUI with no insurance company help. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea if you are going to be paying out of pocket, how much you will be paying out of pocket, and so that you can plan accordingly. And like I said, your insurance company might cover a portion of it, or might just cover the ultrasounds and not the insemination. If that be the case, insemination does run you about $400 for the actual procedure, including the semen analysis. And like I said, even if you're going to be doing a donor sperm, it still has to be washed and prepared for the insemination as well. So I really hope you guys found this helpful. I promise to keep it quick as I did. If you guys have any questions, any more follow-up questions, make sure you leave those in the comment section below. If you like these types of videos, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, join the fam, join this journey in trying to conceive. I'd love to follow your journey as well. And so yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'm done with the video. But hopefully I will see you guys, Lord willing, in my next video. Bye.